Welcome.
back and
I'm dragging out that pre-intro audio.
You're dragging out your pre.
We've got to have all this random mumble at the start, so we have something to fade the... I've actually forgotten where the music is as well. I'll have to find that too. Welcome everybody to Krumbis Bumbis and the Burgy Boys. We are the Burgy Boys. All hail Krumbis Bumbis.
All
hail.
Man, it has been a while. We all simultaneously lost our microphones, and so we just couldn't record. That's the only reason.
Yeah,
we climbed into our sleeping bags for just too long.
We climbed our sleeping bags. We climbed our sleeping bags, but then our zips broke, and so we couldn't open them again. So we're just stuck for about a year.
The sleeping bags were not official merchandise from Krumbis.
That's right. That is
right.
Therefore,
it was cheap shit. So
I think actually the merch store's down now as well, so you can't even buy merch if you were wanting to.
What's up with that limited edition merch? If
exactly. If you didn't get in on it in the first 2 seasons, then you were missing out. What can I say?
True.
Actually, you know what? We did 7 episodes for season 1. We did 11 episodes for season 2. So we'll do 1 episode for season 3. And then we can go at Coma again.
Sweet, cool. I'm about it. Should we try and what do you want to talk about? Well, I literally barely talked to you guys since we stopped the podcast.
I know it has been. Before we get into things though, I just want to say if you hear Liam struggling or grunting throughout this, it's because he's physically holding his microphone.
Not only am I holding the microphone, I'm sitting on a floor because for some reason Gail doesn't have a single desk in her house. It's a very unproductive place to be.
Yeah. He's balancing on the top toe, this little pinky toe, on his left foot, dangling out the window with one arm up, holding the laptop.
In order to get the best connection.
Best connection. The other hand holding the microphone, fending off from an attack of some killer bees. Nick Cage shouting underneath. And it's just an absolute tragedy for him. He's just...
As you can tell, I'm struggling. Struggling so much right now.
You can hear it in his voice.
You can hear it in my voice. Bees,
life hasn't been
stop.
Good to us this past year. It has been a year and 3 months since our last upload.
Wow.
Which when I was looking, because I've been listening to our backlog. Oh, by the way, we've talked about a lot of fucking garbage on this podcast. Yep. Jesus Christ! Wow. It has just nothing.
There's no format.
There's no format. It's just fucking a waffle. But yes, it was quite a while ago. Just for I'll just read through the show notes, or not the show notes, but the topics of discussion for our most recent episode, apart from this one, right? And we'll see if you guys can even remember what we were talking about.
I feel like I should probably at least know a little bit, seeing as I edited it, but probably not.
I mean, it was a year and a bit ago, you said?
Yeah, a year and 3 months.
So
I've got
I
got elephant brain.
Elephant brain.
That was actually something we talked about. Yeah, elephant brain. That was the first topic on the thing. No, we talked about Venom. The Venom film had just come out.
Oh my god!
Was that a year and a bit ago?
I think so. Or maybe it didn't come out then, but that's when we saw it or talked about it at least.
Yeah.
Did
anybody see it?
Yeah, it's not bad actually.
I think we did. We're just yeah, that's right.
It was trash.
It was.
Have you seen it, or did you hear it? Did you say?
I said I heard it was trash.
Venom's
it was good.
It's worth watching it for Tom Hardy apparently, which anything is because Tom Hardy's the best.
Yeah.
Do you ever just think to yourself, Tom Hardy's still pretty young in terms of, actor terms, so we have just so much more Tom Hardy left in our lives. Does that ever just fill you with joy? Do you ever just think that?
Yeah. I wake up in the morning, I have my Amazon Alexa tell me what age Tom Hardy is, and then I go, so many more years of Hardy left.
Alexa, tell me what Tom Hardy's done today, please.
It brings me so much joy. There's not a lot of good people in the world, and when you find out
Keanu
Tom
Reeves.
Hardy,
Keanu Reeves, what a man!
You know what? I told Gail before we recorded this podcast, I guarantee somebody's going to bring up Keanu Reeves. I don't want to be.
It was going to happen though.
You kind of sidetracked it to that by saying, "Oh, he's such an amazing guy there's not really that many amazing guys like Tom Hardy. And then it's like, come on.
I was
you
meaning
can't miss
actor-wise,
Keanu
but
Reeves.
yeah.
I mean, I was definitely going to bring him up because it feels like the internet is ablaze with Keanu Reeves' love from his appearance at E3.
I love Keanu Reeves, right? But I'm sick of just going on. I think Keanu Reeves is going to break at some point. That was a little Keanu Reeves reference. I think at some point in the near future, Keanu Reeves isn't going to snap, because I can't go on anywhere on YouTube without somebody going up to Keanu Reeves and going, "Hey, Keanu Reeves, do you know how good you are?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, no, I'm just okay." And they're like, "No, you're the best.
You're a god. Marry
yeah,
me.
he's like,
lead us to salvation, Keanu."
I would snap, dude. Leave him alone. This is why he eats sandwiches, sadly, on a bench.
For somebody that's that doesn't seem to be very good at receiving compliments, he gets a lot of compliments.
That's why I think he's gonna snap.
It's because he's always going at top speed.
That's cheeky. That's one for you film fans out there. If you noticed that, cheeky, speed. That's a film that exists.
He's also in John Wick.
Oh, that's a good one. Just squeeze that in there. That's another one. If you just pay attention.
Guy. Oh no.
John Wick is a Fortnite film. Well, I've not actually seen the third John Wick film yet. I meant to go and see it, and then I broke my back. I couldn't go to the cinema.
That's the reason why we've not been able to record. It's because Porcheg's been dead for the last year and a bit. With a broken back.
It's been. I'm actually feeling better now, but for the past week and a bit, I bent down. So every injury I've ever had in my entire life, right, has been doing something not cool. Like some people say, "Oh man, look at this." Like in Jaws. Well, I know that's a film, but in Jaws, how they're talking about their scars and got this one, shark. I beat him at cards and he slapped me across the face. I slept with this whale's wife or something, and he cut me up. But me, no. I bent down to pick up a singular pack of bagels, stood up again, and my back went.
It's because you're so fucking tall.
I've got a long way to reach down.
You bent down through the different atmospheres. You hit the floor and then went, "Oh shit!"
Get the bends when I
the
stand
momentum, the momentum of bending over has cracked your back.
Yeah,
your back wasn't able to take the weight of your whole body from that point onwards.
Yeah, for 3 days I was just lying on the ground, stuffing paracetamol into my mouth, and
I thought you were saying 3 days you were starting to bend down to get them.
That took me that long. It's that far away from where I stand up. Yeah. One day I'll injure myself. That's my life goal, to die or injure myself severely, but in an interesting way. So I have a good story to tell afterwards.
So injure yourself in an epic way.
In an epic gamer way. I injured myself because I didn't stop playing Fortnite for 3 days straight. That's a cool thing. I reckon that'd get me some street cred.
But then it's Fortnite. Maybe if it was something actually a decent game.
Like Minecraft. Minecraft's cool again.
Minecraft, yeah. Minecraft.
You just press shift in Minecraft to bend down.
Yeah.
Should have pressed shift in real life.
Should have pressed shift, idiot. Bagels, press shift.
Oh man.
They've got a new mechanic in Minecraft.
They've got loads of new mechanics.
Lie
in
down
Minecraft.
now.
The last time I played, I think, was before they added the underwater stuff, and I've not played since then. I don't know what's new.
People have been unironically going back and playing it.
Yeah, it's cool again, man.
YouTubers are going back. I'm like, what? There's been a Minecraft resurgence.
All the kids are in Fortnite, and so Minecraft is free from little children. And now, cool 35-year-old, men and women can hop in and have a great time.
I mean, Minecraft's never been a bad game. It's just it's
true.
literally associated with children, and that's why it was like, dweeb.
I think also it was more of a social thing for me at a certain point. I played Minecraft because everyone else was playing Minecraft at the time, and so I got to hang out with people and chat. You'd hop in, people would join a line, and you just get in a call.
Nobody hangs out with people.
Yeah, because I hate you all.
Oh, love you too, Porcheg. I need to get you into modded Minecraft.
It'll never happen. I'm sorry. The Minecraft base game is too complex. I just want to play the old versions. To be honest, if I was to go back, I reckon it's too much to learn. There's turtles in the game. There's I don't know, minotaurs, or is that a mod as well?
That's a mod one, I think. I think I'm not too sure. It could be in the original now.
I'm an old man now. I broke my back. You know, I'm an old cripple. I can't be learning all this new fangled. I don't like new blocks. Give me cobblestone. Am I right, guys?
It's signs of the times. Your back broke. Like we're all old now. This is what happened in our sleeping bags. We've just aged. I came out of my sleeping bag and I've got a mortgage. Times are tough. Minecraft's back, and I've never felt more out of touch.
One of the other things we talked about in a previous episode, we were talking about the Neko No Dorobo manga, still in progress, still in production. Hasn't happened yet.
I would genuinely. There's a lot of projects because I've not done like any YouTube stuff because I've just been working all the time, and there's like at least 3 projects that I've got in my brain that I want to get done, and Neko No Dorobo is one of them. I think we have a lot of creative pals. I would love to make like a 2-minute animated short try and like actually make like 2 minutes is maybe a bit ambitious. Maybe like 30 seconds, like an anime intro for Neko No Dorobo.
Yeah,
like I think about Neko No Dorobo daily. Like I have a Pinterest board where I just save reference images for Neko No Dorobo. It's on there.
I feel like it'd be easy to make like a one-shot manga or something like that. Maybe not so one, but like a couple pages.
First idea.
I mean, it would be possible. But we'd need to just like sit down and put in the time, like actually, like I want it to be good, like not like
I know tough shit. Everything that either of us have anything any of us have ever made has been fucking garbage. I'm sorry, we're useless.
But like the idea is garbage, but I think if we well executed it and then made it like a full manga's length, I think that would be the most incredible feat ever because it would be all from a stupid joke. I'd love to. We should do it.
I agree. That would be fun.
We need to like take like some like a Lewis Capaldi song or something like that, turn it into Japanese lyrics, and then re-record it with like a faster, funkier anime beat on it, so nobody knows that it's actually just a Lewis Capaldi song. Just using the lyrics and changing it into Japanese, just because it's. Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen any of? You've obviously heard Lewis Capaldi's songs, right? He's all over the place, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen any of his videos of him just being himself?
Yeah.
This is my problem with Lewis Capaldi is I understand his music is good.
Yeah.
It's not for me. I don't really like it, but every single one of his videos is pure hilarity, and I can't take my eyes off everything he does. Like, was it...
You know, if he really asserted himself, he'd become a really good SoundCloud rapper or SoundCloud musician, but he went to mainstream. An idiot.
He's got the look, dude.
He's got the look, he's got the style.
The guy from Oasis like made fun of him, and he's like wearing it as like a badge of honor. He's like, all these days at the top of the charts, and it's like, what's his name?
Neil Gallagher.
That's the one. It was
or
Neil Gallagher, I think.
It was Noel Gallagher, sorry.
Noel Gallagher, that's the one. And he was like, he called me shit. He called me shit. He's like, yes, come on.
Oh, man.
It's really good.
Yeah, I saw you had like I don't know what my sister was showing me. It was like a Snapchat or Instagram, something or other. I'm too old now. I don't know all these newfangled things.
It's his Instagram, I think.
Maybe it's Instagram. But it was a story of him, and he was in a hotel, and he'd taken a massive dump in the toilet, and it had been blocked, and he had to go and buy a plunger and unblock the toilet because he didn't want the staff knowing that Lewis Capaldi, you know, top of the charts, had taken a massive shite in the toilet and couldn't clean it up.
There's like a 10-minute special where he goes back to his hometown and he's just like talking about how down to earth he is, but at the same time he's being like a massive asshole. Like he's at the chippy and he's like, yes, I am a god amongst men.
I've got a pizza named after me. Look at this, it's the LC.
The right LC and olives on it. I love him.
Such a meme lord. He's like a mainstream meme lord.
He's 100% meme.
We should get him on the Krumbis Bumbis.
Maybe he should be a character in Neko No Dorobo.
Oh yeah. That'd be brilliant.
Yeah, the main character.
Capaldi. It's me. Hello. And he's just aggressively American.
Like
instead of
the
Scottish.
most American Japanese anime Scotsman of all time.
The ultimate crossover. I've been looking actually on my phone here at the show notes, and I realised the show notes I was reading aren't for episode 11, season 2. They're for episode 6 because I never updated them. So episode 6 was what happened there. That was when that was. I felt like that was too long ago.
That's even worse than the fact that Venom came out episode 6. That means that's 5 episodes before the last one. And the last one was up a year and 3 months ago. So that means Venom was out even further than that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have the show notes somewhere, but I'm too scared to touch anything on this GetOS setup that I've got going on. My internet cut out because the internet here is terrible, so I'm using my phone as a hotspot. Like, I could literally be sitting out in a park right now doing this.
Oh man, the ultimate ghetto setup.
It's actually quite funny you're saying that because I got myself for my birthday a MiFi.
A MiFi?
It's a mobile Wi-Fi hotspot thing that uses a 4G SIM.
Okay, for simming IRL.
For doing some IRL stuff.
Oh yes, you want to do IRL streaming. I remember you talking about this.
Yeah, some IRL streaming, IRL fishing with Porcheg.
Yes.
And Cheese if he's around. If he's not working, that is.
I'm always working.
I found my old rods.
We'll just do it
my grandfather's old rods. I found some fishing places nearby, not too expensive. We went out for a day. The only thing we have the rods, we have the equipment, we have the place. The only thing we don't have is the requisite skills to fish, so I'm not sure how that'll go.
That's fine. We'll learn on the job.
Yeah.
It's part of the experience. Take tips from chat and that.
Exactly.
Get spotted at the pond. You're
just
sitting by the pond and you get
just an old granny comes across with a newspaper and smacks us with it. It's like, yes, we've just been spotted.
You just start screaming, "This isn't how it works in Stardew Valley. This is not what I've been taught."
It's like, okay, so I pull, and then I'll let go, and then I pull, and then I let go. Why is it not flying out the water yet?
I've actually been playing a fishing game in VR as well recently, which is very good. All of my gaming experiences just revolve around fishing games. But the fishing VR one is very good, and I feel like through that, if there was ever a way to like learn how to do a real life skill, VR would be the way to do it. And it's like it seems pretty. I mean, I've never fished before, so I don't know, but it seems pretty like accurate. You put the bait on the rod, you put it out, and you gotta watch the tension and stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you're going to be the expert.
Exactly, because I've played VR.
IRL streams because of VR.
I think it would be interesting to like try and do that. To, like try and learn a skill only in VR, playing games or otherwise, and then go out into the world and see how effective you are at doing that skill for the first time against somebody who's never done that skill in VR. You know what I mean?
That's an idea for a show.
Yeah, I've had this is an idea that's been in my head for a while, but I don't know. The problem is there isn't enough VR things like that can transfer into real life. You've got the fishing one.
Yeah.
There's a very good golf one as well.
Well, put it this way: I've never ever done fishing before, so.
All right, okay. So I'll play a bunch of this VR fishing game, right?
Yeah.
And then
you can see how good you are in comparison to me, who's never done it before, ever. Yeah. And yeah, we'll see. That's your whole idea is going to actually come out and play. You know, this is gonna work. We're gonna do this.
I believe. There's as well like a lot of. Imagine if you were I don't know, like Beat Saber as a game. Whenever lightsabers become a thing, and you're being attacked by square alien robots, then who come at you.
Who can only be attacked at a certain angle.
Then it'll come in handy.
To be fair, I've played a lot of hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades, and I reckon I could shoot someone dead at this point.
That's a good example actually, because horse dogs, and hand dogs. It's pretty like realistic. You got to manually reload the guns. You got to set the safeties. Gun,
you figure out how to put bullets in a magazine and stuff. Like you actually learn all of the mechanics of like actual guns, and they're modeled perfectly, and they're realistic to how they work in real life. So I don't want to boast, but I'm a crack shot, man. Like I can do it. I can shoot things real fast.
That'd be really interesting to try, but there's not really many gun ranges in the UK.
The one thing that people that it probably can't like prepare you for as well is like the recoil, obviously, because that's gonna hurt like hell on my little bird arms. But I think like my aim would be on point for the first shot at least.
But this way, at least you're getting yourself a little bit of like weight training with your microphone at the moment.
Yeah.
To get your bird arms a little bit stronger for it.
It's going well. If you hear like gusts of wind, it's actually because I'm just lifting it up and down towards.
It's because you're taking flight. A gust of wind picked you up and floated you out the window.
Put 2 microphones on like a barbell to like get
weigh you down a bit.
Get in everybody's ears.
Did you guys watch any of E3 this year?
I completely missed it all.
Yeah?
Yeah, me too.
Oh man. So
I didn't know it was on
I
until...
only watched it.
I didn't actually know
I watched
it was
the highlights and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
To be fair,
as far as I'm concerned, Nintendo won it because they said Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out, and that's
and Banjo-Kazooie and Smash.
The thing is,
nobody cares about that, but
Nintendo was like releasing stuff all year round as well, weren't they? And then they came to E3 with more things than what everybody else had.
Yeah, they have their little Nintendo Directs where they announced Mario Maker there and stuff like that. They make announcements throughout the year, and then they come to like E3 and they're like, boom,
here's
Breath
even
of the
more
Wild
stuff.
2, baby.
Because Sony didn't even turn up.
No, they weren't there.
They decided they weren't going to go.
Xbox
so we didn't see any Death Stranding or any Uncharted or any Last of Us or no Crash Bandicoot 4 crying inside.
A month before they showed off Death Stranding, so it's like it's kind of weird. They're still doing the marketing, but just without E3.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? For companies to have their own separate thing, therefore all the news for that week or something is around them rather than E3, where they're like fighting to be the most talked about.
Plus, if you think about it, like most of the stuff that Ubisoft showed off comes out on PlayStation.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Ubisoft's conference was terrible. There wasn't nearly enough French people. I was so sad.
I know.
That's my highlight when they like that. I can't remember his name. It's like Yves Guillemont or something. The head of Ubisoft.
Guillermo del Toro.
No. Maybe Yves Guillermo. I think that's maybe his name. But yeah,
Bethesda won the accent game. Bethesda won it.
Yeah, they did.
They won the accent game. There's a new king.
Spooky.
She was the best. God damn it! I want to be her friend.
I know she was fine. I want her to be just a host of every E3 from now on. That'd be great. The game she was talking about was called like Ghostwire or something like that. Something like that, yeah. It was just a cinematic. Still not sure really gameplay
what it is, but she sold it to me. I'll purchase it.
Yes, day one.
I don't even know what this one's about. I missed that one. I'll have to look that up after.
It was just you gotta watch. Don't even watch the trailer. Just watch her introduction to it. That's the best part. Because the trailer's
kick her legs about and stuff.
The trailer's just cinematics. It's not any gameplay or even any like. I think so. Maybe I'm thinking of a different one, but there was a lot of that E3 this year. It was mostly just cinematics and no gameplay, and it was kind of like, okay, that looks like an interesting concept or like nice locations, but I'm not gonna get excited for this game if I don't know what. Like, this could be a mobile real-time strategy game, you know. There's no telling.
I heard there was a lot of things like, if someone's bullying you online, just block them or mute them or something like that. A lot of that was happening at E3 apparently.
Well, Bethesda have their kind of their whole like pandering. You know, I've worked at Bethesda for 7 years, and one day I came in and I didn't have a sandwich, and one of my colleagues gave me a sandwich, and that really made me feel welcome in the gaming industry. We are Bethesda, and together we are like a big family, and it's just fuck off.
We are Bethesda.
Give me Elder Scrolls 6, I don't care.
We are Bethesda. Here's a Fallout 76 Battle Royale.
Oh my god, the Bethesda crowd was so paid for. Jesus, every single thing that anybody said or didn't say, the crowd was like, "Whoa, yeah! Wow!"
The front row, those people standing up. They were like standing up and screaming. I want to be one of those people. I want to be paid to go to E3 and cheer like shitty things.
Yeah, I'd do that. Sure.
It's like no skin off their back, and they just get they get to be the meme.
That's true. Yeah. Man, that was it was really blatant.
Fallout 76 Battle Royale. I've waited my whole life. I'm so excited.
We need to get some folk like that for Krumbis Bumbis. Just to sit in the background whilst we're recording.
People
Yeah. Get some hype men for Krumbis Bumbis when it comes out next year.
Yep.
We should film a cinematic video where the sleeping bag opens up and there's just a crowd of people.
Oh man, oh my god, wouldn't that be a great idea for like if we ever manage to go fishing, which I'm hoping we will, soon.
Yeah.
I thought you meant if we ever do like a live show and it's just three sleeping bags.
No, wait.
And a big crowd of people, and then we zoop. Hi guys.
And we've got the Bethesda crowd in the front row. Wow, yeah, sleeping bag.
Or even better, every seat is a sleeping bag, so like there's a countdown and everybody unzips. Zoop. Yeah.
Oh god, fuck, that'd be great.
Sorry, go on to your.
No, just if we're like making because we were talking about making like a sort of Krumbis Bumbis goes about doing stuff show, we could have that be the intro. We all come out of our sleeping bags at the start. That's basically what you were saying, but in video form.
It would be really good. I'd love it. It's so dramatic.
Yeah.
Like I can picture it in my brain. So guys, come see Krumbis Bumbis at the Fringe this year.
It's just us reading the Neko No Dorobo manga.
Oh, I would love that.
Oh my
We need to come up with a story for it, like the full story.
Yeah.
We'll get like proper writers and stuff. Get some of our friends who are into like creative writing. We'll get like a proper thing on the go. We'll get a team.
I feel like our friend group has very much spec'd into artists. Like and many of the people I know are artists. We've got me and you, Misty, right? But then like almost everybody else is into art or does art, and I'm just like, man, I feel so out of place. We need to get our art game going.
Art game?
Our art game, like Misty, we need to up our art game.
Me and you.
Yeah.
Well, you seen my
Either that, or the artists need to branch out. Is one or the other. Maybe you don't need to become artists. Maybe the artists need to do something else.
Maybe the artists just become
market.
us, Porcheg. Oh.
Yeah.
Right, geez, you have to become an old guy with type 1 diabetes or
back problems,
or a guy with back problems. That's your two choices.
I thought you said Taekwondiabietes, like Taekwondo.
Oh, this is the ancient art of Taekwondiabietes.
Just like hold on a second, injection.
That was the noises of sticking it in. It's like and press.
Yeah, maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll try it some Taekwondiabietes. Hopefully it won't give me back injuries. I've heard it's pretty...
Just fucking two insulin needles on the end of a chain, just spinning them around. I mean, that would be a quite effective weapon, though.
Sounds like a John Wick move, guys.
Oh.
Kill somebody with an insulin needle, guys. John Wick, Keanu Reeves.
Have you seen John Wick 3? Yeah. Anybody?
Yes, I have.
Did you enjoy it?
You've seen it 3 times? Seriously?
Nah, no, I haven't. I've only seen it once.
Oh, man.
I would go see it again, though. It was really good. Yeah, it's like, listen, okay, here's the thing with sequels to movies, apart from probably Toy Story, is probably like, we're not going to get into the sequel thing, but, like, you kind of expect, like, John Wick 1 was like a nice big surprise, where it's like a good movie, and you're like, oh, I didn't expect a movie called John Wick to be any good. There's such a weird idea. And the story doesn't exist, and for all reasons it should kind of be bad, but if you like action movies, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Because, like, all the fighting's real good, it's super believable, it's really good, and then the second one comes out, and you're like, yes, more of that, and then the third one comes out, and it's like, yes, more of that, but there's a slight decline, because, nothing will beat the surprise of the first story. But
it's
all the action scenes are incredible.
It's also the fact that it's like you've got hyped up from the first one and the second one. You're like,
exactly.
Okay, it can only get better, but you've already hit the maximum that you'd probably be able to do.
You can't beat that first surprise.
Yeah.
Like, if you go in with the realistic expectation that, like, it's going to be a movie, it's going to have fun action bits in it, you're going to be happy. Basically, there's a scene in it, right? I'm gonna try not to spoil anything, but there's horses doing kung fu, and then there's also dogs doing kung fu. It's amazing.
Oh my god, really?
I don't want to I don't want to say any more than that. I guess.
But
I really want to talk.
doing kung fu.
I want to talk about the horse thing, but I don't want to talk about the horse thing. There's horses.
Yeah, I saw that in the trailer.
I'm only interested.
Yeah, but you see him riding a horse. There's a different bit.
Okay, I'm very much looking forward to seeing it.
I'm only interested in if the horses and the dogs do Taekwondiabietes instead of kung fu. That's the only interest here.
There's definitely a scene where horses do Taekwondiabietes.
Nice.
Sure of it. So it's like John Wick 1, John Wick 2, John Wick 3 Parabellum, John Wick 4 Taekwondiabietes.
Oh man, that'd be great.
He has the he's like, you know how it's like, oh, it's believable because he's always got to reload and the ammo count's realistic. Well, in the first one, he's gonna have diabetes and he's gonna be like mid-fight. He's gonna be like, God, my blood sugar's too low, man. He
Stack on the donut.
Yeah. Sits down for a second, has a wee snack, and then gets back to the murder.
This reminds me of, you know how in is it Street Fighter there's a character called, is it Dalsim? And his power is like through yoga. He's like harnessed yoga to be a fighting ability, and it makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, harnessing the power of diabetes and Taekwondiabietes.
It's the truest form of enlightenment. I actually recently went back and watched Point Break, the original one with Mr. Reeves, and it is an incredible film.
It is amazing. I think that's my favourite film of his, to be honest. It's so good.
It's so stupid.
It's amazing.
The FBI infiltrating a surfer group. It's like the most 90s premise of all time. And like Keanu Reeves like, yeah, I'm gonna infiltrate the surfer group, bro. And then like there's a scene where the Red Hot Chili Peppers beat him up on a beach. It's so unbelievably 90s.
Oh, and Gary Busey as well. He's so good in that film.
Oh, it's just amazing.
Yeah, like that's like the point of time in Keanu Reeves' career as well, where he has like the, you know, he does that thing when he speaks where he sort of bobs his head back and forth.
Yes,
it's the maximum level of that in this film. It's just, it's so on point. It's great.
They've been saying for ages that they're gonna do Bill and Ted, but
yeah,
it's yet to happen.
I think
Bill and Ted's like one of my favorite movies of all time ever.
Yeah, they're really good.
It's
I think it had a bunch of rewrites and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's a bit like probably in production hell. Right. That's probably going to be the worst thing ever made, but I'm hoping it'll be good. Like, I don't think it's going to be good, but then I think, you know, maybe it'll be so bad it's good, or maybe it will be good. I don't know. Listen.
I'd like it to be good, but...
Yeah. We all love Keanu Reeves, we all understand the world loves Keanu Reeves, but at some point, Bill and Ted 3 is going to come out and it's going to be trash.
You know, I think for each discrete season of this show, we've kind of had like our staple celebrities who we are in love with, and for I think maybe season 1 or maybe season 2, it was definitely Vin Diesel. Maybe season 1 was Vin Diesel.
He's the best.
He is still the best, but we don't you don't talk about him so much anymore. I actually watched
that really cringy video where he's talking to like a woman. He's supposed to be doing like a press conference thing, and he keeps just like flirting.
Oh no, it's so bad.
It's so
very bad. Vin Diesel, no.
He's like, oh, you're beautiful.
Welcome back to my place.
It's so good. He's like, oh, look at her. Can you just look at this woman? She's so beautiful. And everyone's just like, okay, Ben, talk about the movie. He's like, I just
can't concentrate. Did you see this beautiful woman standing right in front of me?
Ooh.
Yeah,
want to come back to my place and play some Dungeons and Dragons?
I've made a custom campaign. It features the Fast and Furious characters. It's gonna be great.
just grunting ours.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So who was second season superhero then?
I don't know. I can't remember. But I feel like I don't know. I'll have to look through. If anyone knows, maybe you can get back to it. What did you say then?
Doesn't matter. Just talking nonsense. I said the Maldives. I don't know why.
Okay. We talked about Jake Paul a lot.
But we didn't like Jake Paul.
We didn't like them though. Yeah.
So it's not like the same as Vin Diesel.
Was there a thing here in one of the show notes titled Grizzly Bear Man? Any remembers that? No?
Grizzly Bear Man.
I have no idea. I don't remember Grizzly Bear Man.
Maybe that's just something you wrote down that you meant to talk about it and didn't talk about it. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Maybe you had something in your mind that was Grizzly Bear Man.
Maybe he's thinking about me, and he's like, "Oh, that monkey's a really grizzly bear man. Oh, I want to think about him more. I'll write it down so it reminds me to think about him more."
I commissioned some art that has it's like a grizzly bear but with your face on it.
Oh yeah.
And I've got it on the shrine of you in my house.
I'm sure I could probably do some Photoshop of that at some point.
What you need to do is draw Keanu Reeves and his dog, and they're both in like a cool.
They're both breathtaking.
They're both breathtaking, but they're also what's the I've forgotten the why can't I remember.
Huh?
What we were talking about earlier, Taekwondo plus Taekwondiabietes. Taekwondiabietes. There we go. I can't remember the word. Both of them doing Taekwondiabietes whilst fighting off Vin Diesel's approaches to a woman in an interview.
Remember ages ago we talked about doing pin badges for bird arms and you earn your bird arms.
Oh yeah.
I think we should also make a pin badge for members of like the Taekwondiabietes like founding club, like, you know, the dojo of Taekwondiabietes.
Well, Taekwondiabietes is the sport. We need like a dojo name.
Oh, okay.
We gotta have like our own custom.
Fire
dojo.
away.
I maybe shouldn't have said that. I have no idea what a dojo name could be called for Taekwondiabietes.
Friends for Eternity Taekwondiabietes Dojo.
Yeah, that works.
Isn't that a movie by the guy who made Taekwondo?
The guy who invented Taekwondo did not also make Miami Connection. I'm sorry, that didn't happen.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty positive Miami Connection, the B-80s movie, wasn't made by the same person who invented the fighting sport of Taekwondo.
Can we get a fact check on that? Like someone over there and the someone in the team?
No, it was karate. He got it right. It was karate, Liam. It's karate that came out.
Okay.
Yeah, you're close.
Thank the production team. Thanks, guys.
We still need to watch this film at some point.
Nah, I think
maybe we shouldn't. Maybe it should be like, just left in. Because like when we do, like right now, we've not seen the film, and in my mind, it's a perfect, horrible, terrible, amazing 80s action B crap. You know, whereas if you watch it, it'll become something.
I've seen clips.
It'll become real.
Not the full film, but we've seen clips. And the acting is terrible. It's so funny at the same time.
I've seen the music video. It has a 68% on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, it can't be that bad. Gift.
So what's everybody been up to for a year? Let's have a catch up. Let's get everybody's every action, every move. Let's write a story.
I went on a 5k run in Edinburgh a month ago.
Oh, tell us about it.
This is like a genuinely like interesting thing I've done, I guess, rather than sit in my room and play video games. It was like it was a 5k, but every while there was about 6 or 7 giant inflatable obstacles throughout the course as you went along, and it was before I went, I had no idea really what to expect, and then I got there and the place was absolutely jam packed, and there was like a stage of people like preparing warm ups and stuff like that, going, "Yeah, let's get ready to run, everybody! Lift your knees really high, spin it," and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, Jesus Christ, this is a whole thing. I kind of thought it was a bit more low key than that, but no, it was. Yeah,
it was bananas.
It had like bumping everywhere, and it was wacky.
You know what made that whole thing a bit more like interesting and exciting?
Yeah.
Is if you injured your back there,
yes,
instead of bend over to pick up a bagel.
Yes, I know. That would have been perfect. But no, I didn't injure myself at all. Actually, I say that I got some friction burns on my elbows from sliding down plastic in the heat. But I mean, that's not. Nobody asked about the friction burns.
I'm surprised it wasn't like friction burns on your nipples, because that's the most common one with running, isn't it?
Well, see, the thing is I took my shirt off and went down the first slide, nipples first, like facing
okay.
the rubber. And then I realized that wasn't a good idea, despite how hard of an erection I got. I figured, well, maybe you won't do that. And so then I put my shirt back on and then went bum first.
But then also, you noticed the advantages of when you got an erection on an inflatable thing, that it did actually pole vault you to the next obstacle.
Well, you know how like you've got there's like snowmobiles and it's got like two front sections and then like a back like driving force. It's like a tripod.
The
so I had so my two nipples in the front and then just my boner just keeping me up and it let me go down the slides so much faster, and I got like I must have brushed off about 10 seconds of my time. Just by...
You actually got disqualified for cheating. They put you back to the start.
People were wondering how you were floating down the slide.
Yeah.
The second time you did the same thing, but you had a pack of dogs dragging you.
And then people are like, how do you do this? And you're like, don't worry, it's Taekwondiabietes. You wouldn't understand. It's a special move.
Like the image in my head is, remember planking? Yeah. Like, it's just that, but with these big meaty like abscesses, and you're facing like you're like face down. You look like a dead person, but you're getting dragged along by sled dogs on your big throbbing meaty sled legs.
Fucking road getting torn up behind you. 3 points going along the road.
Yeah.
Like a really dodgy version of Back to the Future, but without fire in the road. It's just blood splattered.
Scraping
lines.
mud out of your... Getting like your knife at the end and scraping mud out your foreskin, just like...
Oh my god. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry I brought it up now. That's a nice mental image for all of us. I'm sure you'll enjoy that.
And that's how you became circumcised.
Remember, you can send your fan art to Krumbis Bumbis at
But what's crazy is, despite all that, I still didn't get injured, so I didn't have a cool story to tell. It went fine. Nothing happened.
Maybe next time you should pick up the bagels with your dong or nip.
I mean, they've got the hole in the middle specifically for.
Perfect.
Yeah. I think we've all learned something valuable here.
If you're going to pick up bagels, use your dick.
Don't hurt your back.
Don't hurt your back.
Lift with your knees, use your dick. Krumbis Bumbis.
What about you, Misty? Any exciting stories
from last year? Well, I've moved since last year.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm graduating next week.
Oh, man.
So that's some big news, I guess.
It's really like amazing achievements that you're managing to pull off from inside your sleeping bag.
I know.
That's incredible.
I just
Misty,
didn't actually have to
still
go
dreaming.
I've done all the work before. All the work was done
shows...
before. I just slept in the sleeping bag, waited till the date comes around.
It just shows that being inside a Krumbis Bumbis branded sleeping bag really does great things for your mental capacity. You can achieve anything.
I wasn't wearing my Krumbis Bumbis bag at work, and I injured myself. Wear your Krumbis Bumbis bag always to protect yourselves.
Got a lifting strap around it. It just wraps around your waist so you don't hurt your back when you're lifting things. We think about these things for your health.
So how are you finding living in a house? How's it going? You got a garden now? Do you have do you have one of those swing balls in your back garden?
Do you have any gnomes?
Do you have any gnomes?
We don't have any gnomes.
Flamingos.
It's mostly paved. Swing balls, they kind of swing every morning when I wake up. But
do you ever get
not out in the garden
around your waist?
Just have to wrap them around, You
gotta hit them so they spin around your body.
Just flicking side to side, so just like those bats with the balls on both sides. So it's like whenever you spin it sideways, it just it flaps around and it keeps hitting around it. That's like that's like every morning. Just
imagining like a Groundhog Day scenario where like first Groundhog Day it's a bit troublesome. Like you're like, oh god, how do I deal with these? And then
every step's
a few days in, you're just like
everywhere.
Slap them.
Bouncing off the cheeks as they come around.
Yeah.
It's really good
I
to
can't
see,
do it in the garden. I can't do it there just in case I get arrested,
We're back on form. in the podcast talking about dick and balls, just straight into the topics that everyone was missing out on in the past year.
Yeah, life's really changed since I moved into a house.
Dick's right, am I right, guys?
We should have just started the episode with, so how's your dicks and balls going there? Porcheg? Cheese? Everyone's dicks and balls good? Is your dicks and balls good, Cheese?
I mean, they're doing alright. I mean, they're a bit uncomfortable because I'm sitting on the floor, but
aside from
plenty of spread room.
Aside from your dicks and balls, how's your year been the last year? What have you been up to, Liam? Did you manage to...
I'm in a living hell.
Your living hell is my constant entertainment.
I wish I could talk more about my living hell. I'm worried that people from my work find this podcast and then I get fired, so I don't want to talk about it. But someday in the future, there'll be a podcast dedicated to everything that's happened at my workplace. I really honestly should start writing stuff down that's happened to me.
You gotta record for your memoirs, man.
Yeah. Because goddamn, it's just straight up content, all of it. Like,
we'll have to come up with your podcast name for it though, so you can just constantly go record them down, and then you can just repeat them like stories.
Speaking of starting podcasts, I've had this idea for a podcast for the past week, right? And it actually kind of ties into Krumbis Bumbis, because remember you used to say that I would just have these conspiracy theories about things, right?
Yeah.
This is an early episode thing. I thought of the perfect name for a conspiracy theory podcast, and I really want to use it. Right. And I kind of don't want to give it out on the air, but also I've said it now, so I should probably...
I mean, I can also cut this out if it's really stellar.
Okay. So you know how people who believe in aliens wear a certain item of clothing made of tinfoil?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The podcast is called Tinfoil Chat.
Oh, that's great. That's really good.
It's pretty fucking good. It's a pretty good one. And you can just talk about shitty conspiracy theories all day long.
Man, that's so good. Sometimes you come up with an idea and you have to think of a name for it, but that name just makes you want to make a podcast so you can use it.
Exactly. And I'm just sitting here like, oh god. So I guess I sort of been spinning it around, and I'll just throw hey guys, what's your favorite conspiracy theory? And the thing is, the different people you ask, they all have different conspiracy theories. It's great. Yeah. So it might.
You get guests on.
Thing. Yeah, exactly. So
and everyone loves hearing about conspiracy theory. That's a great idea. That's a solid idea.
Yeah. So sorry to flex on this shitty podcast, but I'm out.
Do you want to introduce a conspiracy theory that you want to talk about to segue into that one?
Give us a taster.
Or as an example for a new taster?
We have a mini-sode, Tinfoil Chat, episode 0, right here, right now.
Yeah, well then I guess at least we've claimed that it's ours, and then we can sue anyone who tries to steal it. I mean, I think we've talked about one of my favorite ones on this podcast before. Either that or we've just talked about it. And one of my favorite ones is the fact that Avril Lavigne died. Well, I say the fact.
Oh.
The fact that Avril Lavigne died and she was replaced by a clone. I like that one a lot.
Apparently she's about to start touring again.
We should go see her as part of the... We should just start a documentary series.
Just stand at the front with fucking tinfoil hats on and hilarious.
So good.
I've heard one that Donald Trump is actually an alien. It was something stupid. It was he was born roughly at the same sort of time as the whole UFO sighting kind of conspiracy starting up kind of thing. And it was just tying them into that, and I just thought it's absolutely hilarious the fact that they think somebody that fucking stupid is somebody who could possibly build a UFO kind of thing. But
it's maybe not the fact they could build a UFO, it's the fact that he acts like a not person. I think is the most convincing thing about that whole argument. The way he drinks water, he's scared of stairs or something,
Maybe the wall for Mexico is actually just a part of the big UFO that he's building.
Yes. Oh, there you go. That's some good.
Oh, there's a conspiracy for you.
Bit by bit, he's going to be okay.
Now we're building
now
the wall.
Built the wall. We're going to start building the roof, right?
To keep the birds out. Those goddamn Mexican birds.
Now build the floor, and then like,
Just
and now we're
America
gonna build
takes
the
off.
epicenter. We'll build the epicenter with a giant plasma engine, and it's
Let's
to
build
stop the
the airlock.
Mexicans. Trump is an alien who's going to steal America.
That's a good one. It works as well. We've already got proof. Evidence is right there. Gonna make Mexico pay for it as well.
To be fair, if you spun that to Mexico and you were like, listen, Trump wants to fly America into space, they'd probably go, hell yeah. Hell yeah, get rid of it.
Yeah,
Go
if you
pay
just
for the
said,
wall.
if you just said, "Yo guys, what's up? It's me, Trump Alien San. I'd like to build a spaceship and go back to space, please." Everyone's like, "All right, yeah, great. I will fund you right now."
One of my favorite conspiracy theories is that the famous manga Neko No Dorobo is actually religious propaganda for the Lord and Savior Krumbis Bumbis.
Oh, that's not real.
That's heresy.
That's
Don't you say that. That's not true in any way, and there is no proof of such things.
Don't say that.
Wink.
You don't want
Oh,
a
man.
Krumbis Bumbis to look badly against you, oh faithful Berkey boy.
We've got to
Wink.
when we make this manga, we have to hide like very subtle, like you know how you got like ARGs where you play a game like across time and like there's like clues hidden in like plain sight. That
There'll
kind
be
of
like a code.
thing. Yeah, like read it upside down in the mirror or like check out the numbers and teach you to like some site or something. Yeah, it'd be great.
Oh god, yeah, and then there's like buried treasure in real life. And then they open it up and they just find like
A sleeping bag.
like
It's just me in a sleeping bag.
sticky sleeping bag.
Finally you came! I've been waiting here for years!
Finally I came. I've been waiting here for years. I started buying stuff for my house.
I saw you bought a Nerf gun for your house.
I'm sitting down. They're right in front of me right now.
Oh,
I
that's great.
never a meter away from them because they're the best.
How many?
things
Which
ever.
ones did you get? I saw like a pistol. Did you get any other ones?
No, I just got those ones, but they're not actually like pistol sized at all. They're fucking massive.
Oh, yeah?
Hold on. So it's what's it called? The Cyclone Shock, right? And it's like pretty massive. You can fit both hands on it. It's really comfy in an adult's hand, which surprised me. I was expecting like a baby toy.
We're still talking about the Nerf guns, right? Really comfortable in an adult's hands.
It's even got like a rail on top that you can mount things to. Which like one of my other plans that I've been wanting to do for a while and not like really advertised it because I don't know when I'm gonna get it done. But there's like Airbnbs that are like mansions and castles, and I really want to just get a bunch of Nerf guns. And these ones only cost like a tenner.
That's pretty good.
Like literally, this was £10, and there's 6 shooters. The speed that they fire, man, it actually hurts a bit. Like if it hits like your skin or like thin parts of your clothes, like you feel it definitely. And they whistle through the air, which
good.
I'm like is perfect for like making videos. The fact that you'll be able to hear the shots and everything. So I really want to get at some point, once I've got like a wee bit of a budget and stuff, buy some Nerf guns, mount some of the action cams that I got from Disney ages ago to the sides of them or something, or to people's chests, and then just let people loose in like a mansion or a castle, and
That'd be great.
That's
Every
one of
single
my big
time
plans.
I go into like a shop that sells toys, I always go down the aisle and I'm like, oh, look at all these Nerf guns. Man, sure I love some of these Nerf guns. And I've never.
I say we're
bought
gonna
one.
do it at some point. I'm gonna plan on it. We have a lot of equipment, and I feel like I'm not using it. And then I think once I've moved into my house and passed my driving and stuff, I'm gonna be a lot more active making stuff, and I'd like to make some good shit instead of just some okay shit that I don't want to show anyone. If that makes sense. Like I'm not gonna go up to somebody on the street and go like, "Yo, dude, you should check out my Rainbow Six videos. I make 2 Shrek references, bro." Like I want to be like, "Hey."
Oh well, I mean, I don't want
like
to cut out the Shrek references though. I mean, if we want to have a Shrek reference in a Nerf video,
of course,
that's got to be okay, right?
but it's more interesting saying like, "Hi, me and 14 of my friends hired a mansion to shoot Nerf guns and make Shrek references." You know?
Yes.
Are they not planning on? Is there not like? Didn't somebody say a while ago they're going to reboot Shrek?
Oh,
Probably.
reboot Shrek, not like make another
Like
sequel to Shrek?
reboot, like not make another one, like reboot it.
Oh no! What would like Eddie Murphy play Shrek and Mike Myers play Donkey? Is that what they're gonna do?
IRL,
I think it's-
like the Aladdin movie.
I think it's going to be me playing Shrek and my dad's playing Donkey.
What if it was Keanu Reeves and Vin Diesel?
It's just like Shrek, but he moves his head a bit a lot.
Yeah. Get out
And
of my swamp, dude.
hey, dude, get out of my swamp. And then like Donkey's like, it's just so beautiful.
I just love this swamp. Isn't this swamp just gorgeous?
Sorry, I was trying to leave, but I just got so distracted. I'd watch it.
Yeah, I'd watch it too. It'd be great. Maybe we can, once we're finished our Neko No Dorobo manga, we'll create a spin-off about Shrek Resurgence with Vin Diesel and Keanu Reeves.
Shrek Resurgence is the best name for a Shrek movie.
Oh, God.
Shrek Resurgence.
Alright. Well, I think we're almost done anyway.
Yeah. Probably
Yes.
Well, guys, Krumbis Bumbis is back. I don't know what the schedule is going to be like. I feel like hope for the
Schedule?
best, but expect intermittent. I don't think we're going to keep it as a weekly thing. I mean, we'll try maybe. I don't know, but like just every now and again, look forward to a cheeky wee Krumbis in your pocket.
Winky face.
Winky face. What do you guys think? Is that something good idea?
Where's our podcast available again?
Our podcast
Is it
is still
everywhere?
available on iTunes, on Pocket Casts. It's not available on
I've been-
Spotify. I don't know how to get that working. I'll maybe look into it.
I don't. I think that's not easy. I think they have a partnership with a certain company.
All right, fair enough.
I kind of want to see. I've started using a new podcast app.
Oh,
We're on it!
Yeah.
Yay!
So it should be
I've
on
been
most of them. Once you get it on iTunes, a lot of the other podcast apps pull information from iTunes. So,
So here's the thing about the app that I've been using. I know we're trying to wrap this up. I'm not going to say what it is because they're not paid me any money. But
Okay.
this is like a thing that's been making me feel really good. Like I don't want to plug it. They might be racists. Who knows? Wait, actually, now they're never going to sponsor us. Shit.
well, no, you definitely can't say their name.
Bleep that out. Take a note.
They don't know
Alright,
who you're
okay,
talking
I'll
about
look it
yet.
up.
It's fine.
They might be beep. I've been using this new app that the more you listen to podcasts, you earn points. And then the points can be redeemed for like Amazon gift cards and stuff, right?
Okay.
Which I'm like, okay, not about that, because who gives a flying heck? Like these gift cards, I don't want to flex, but I work full time, so gift cards don't mean shit.
Birthday presents for people. Birthday presents.
I can just buy birthday presents, dude. I'm made of money. But the more you listen, you can make the company donate to charity by spending these points.
Oh, that's cool.
So like right now I have like 500 points, so I can feed animals 10,000 calories of pet food if I donate that to the
That's
to
awesome.
the dogs.
And
Yeah,
as well,
or I can like
given how much you listen to podcasts as well,
yes.
that's pretty cool.
So like I can plant 44,000 acres of rainforest.
Damn, son.
Not acres, square foot.
Okay, that's more realistic.
Yeah, acres is a kind of bananas. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm excited. Our podcast's on it.
Nice.
So
Acres
what's
is what I
that- what's
call
that app
my
called again?
boys when
Just-
they're sore.
it's called I'll say it. They're not going to sponsor us. It's called Podcoin. But it's just cool to know that our podcast is actually available on just like any good podcast app.
Yeah, apart
By
from
the looks
Spotify.
of it. Well, I mean, Spotify's not a good. Oh shit! Oh,
We'll never get sponsored by
oops.
Spotify now. Oh no.
The podcast is over.
Right. Thanks everybody for listening. We'll be back soon. We'll definitely have an episode, maybe before next year.
Yay!
Maybe.
So yeah, stay tuned. Let everyone know that the Krumbis Bumbis is back, and
Share it with your grandparents.
There's an outro. What is it again?
Make sure to sign up for Taekwondiabietes.
That is not the outro, but climb back into your sleeping bags.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, climb back up into your sleeping bags. Get ready for the big nap, and we'll see you.
Cozy in.
We'll see you soon.
Don't zip up too tight, or we won't see you again.
Or zip up very tight if you like it that way.
Oh.
Ooh-wee.
Oh.
Oh, you know one thing that we didn't do.
What did we not do?
The
Oh, Jesus, you're right. Ah.
I'm Cheese Fund.
I'm Monkey of Mast.
And I'm Games the Monkey.
Oh,
And welcome
James.
to Jackass.
Thanks everybody for listening. I'm Porcheg. We'll be back soon. Sleeping bags. Goodbye.
Bye. Goodbye, driver.